Tired of waiting around and failing to play the game, even when you've got it all? Sometimes it's not about the wealth or power you have on offer, but how you physiologically play things. Sit down, because we've got you covered with these 10 psychological triggers that women simply cannot resist. Before we move on, hit that subscribe button. Number 10. Smell good to get in the good books. Picture you're out meeting someone. What is the trait of theirs that you come across? Is it how they look? How do they dress? How they act? While all of these are important factors in creating a perception of a person, they're not the first impression. Even before we're able to see or view someone, we smell them. Smell is a primal factor that shows us how trustworthy someone is to us. Scent sets the tone for how the perception we develop of others. When you're out with a woman, they're not going to see you first. Rather, they're going to smell you first. What this means is that smell is crucial for a first impression. From the first moment they see you, or rather smell you, women should know what you're about. To a high-value man who knows how to present himself, his scent is one of the most important factors. Number 9. Confidence makes the day. Confidence isn't just the ability to puff up your chest and talk the loudest in the room. No, this is how low-value men view confidence. For the discerning man, it's the belief in yourself, the belief in your worth, in your ability to attract women. A man who believes in himself instantly attracts the attention of every woman in the room with his aura. He's able to show to the world that he not only possesses the self-confidence to be his own person, but has the success to back all of his talk. Your confidence tells women that you are more than capable of handling them. It lets women know that they can trust you with their issues. It shows women that you don't need to rely on anyone when they have you around. High-value men know that this creates an aura around us. An aura can draw in women with its positive energy. A high-value man is the center of attention in the room, all without ever needing to say anything, because he's just that confident, not only in himself, but in the confidence he has to present himself as well. A mindset of confidence is one that is a magnet for success, and women are the first to recognize this. Women want to be around men with such a mindset. They crave it. It's a mindset that only a high-value man can provide. Number 8. Holding your own. Ever met a guy who seemed like the most well-settled person? He has a good job, has a stable life, but whenever it goes for women, they stop paying attention to him. Well, you'd think this guy would be the perfect foil for the woman he wants. But the truth is, women don't want a man who sucks up to them. They need a man who challenges them, a man who ensures that they're kept on their toes. Now, to be clear, we were not saying mean-spirited bullying or cheap jabs here. Instead, we mean playful teasing, one that's able to build a dynamic that no vanilla man ever can. After all, a man who doesn't challenge her can't ever be worthy of being her equal. A man who isn't afraid to challenge a woman knows how to build a dynamic with her. He ensures that he's always there to provide a playful dynamic to their relationship. A high-value man makes sure that a casual back-and-forth banter exists in all his relationships, one which lays the groundwork for a great dynamic in the future. Through this, she knows that you've been paying attention to what she's been talking about, laying the foundations of a dynamic for an even deeper relationship. Number 7. Know how to converse. Conversations are about 80% of our interactions with others. Any man who hopes to leave a mark on others must know how to converse with others. A woman might see 10 guys in a day with washboard abs, but very few of these can hold attention in a conversation. Your goal is to be that one man. Show her that you're interested in her as a person, first and foremost. Show her that you want to talk about the things that she wants to talk about. Show her you want to build a genuine connection. The ability of a high-value man to hold a genuine and honest conversation can act as an aphrodisiac for women. Women want a connection. More than anything, they want a man who's interested in them. 1,000 meaningless gifts can't show that as well as an honest conversation can show that to a woman. The man who listens intently to her sets himself apart from the pack. He's showing her that he's a high-value individual who's caring, who's honest, who's trusting. These are all traits that she desires in a man. Number 6. The non-threatening touch. Humans are social creatures. For millions of years, we have formed social connections and known who to trust through touch. A simple light touch can release oxytocins in the brain, a bonding hormone that gives a sense of closeness and trust. Yet, in our increasingly distant modern world, you'd be forgiven for thinking that this is the case. While today, even physical connections are discouraged, the non-threatening touch is a tool that a man has in his arsenal, one that is to be skillfully deployed with care. With a simple touch, a man can show that he's to be trusted, that he's a friend rather than a foe. Now understand us first. By touch, we do not mean one that can come across as threatening or one which is forced. Rather, it should be a simple gesture. This lets a connection be built over time. It establishes you as the man who can be trusted by her. The skillful use of the touch is an ability mastered only by the highest value of men. This is the mark of a man who makes sure he's not to be trifled with and knows what he brings to the table. Number 5. Your ability to compliment. A true man of value is one who knows how to skillfully weave his words and when to use them. The ability to be skillful is one of the most underutilized skills of men. With a simple compliment, he can leave an impression of himself in the minds of others. The impression that he cares, pays attention, and truly listens to women. Compliments might seem like shallow remarks, but to the other person, they show care. Any man who knows how to utilize these skills can leave a lasting impression. Number 4. Be forthcoming. Women need men who they can trust, and this trust is built on a two-way street. When women realize that they know barely anything about you, they instantly become hesitant. The more a woman knows, the more she feels she can trust a man. A skillful man can strategically use this to his advantage, doling out information as a way to gain trust. Be forthcoming with them. Let them know a secret or two, and make them feel important. Let them feel as if they're the person that you trust most in the world. Make them feel as if they're in your inner sanctuary. For a man of high value, this ensures that you're not only seen as sharing secrets, but a man who can be trusted by women. Number 3. Be the protector and the nurturer. Leading on from the point below, a woman's desire to trust a man comes from wanting to feel protected and safe in his presence. Once a woman realizes she feels so in the presence of a man, said man knows that woman is his. A woman who can be protected and ensured of her safety by a high-value man is a woman who's safely in his orbit. No matter what comes your way, she'll stick with you because she recognizes your worth as a protector. Number 2. The security principle. This is perhaps the most widely understood but least spoken about method that a man has in order to keep a woman around him. It's vital for a man to understand that he needs to appear exclusive to women in order for them to want him. There are plenty of fish in the pool today, and a woman who thinks you're too hung up on her will you in a second. She's flagged you for a man with little else going on, a low-value man essentially. After this, she has no incentive to want you when you're already in the palm of her hands. A man should not pursue, but rather be confident enough to want to be pursued. Have a life, have some interests, and if a woman catches your attention, she'll know she'll have to compete with your interests to want you. Number 1. Let them talk about themselves. People love it when they get to talk about themselves. Women love a man who's able to let them express themselves. In the hectic world of today, people barely have a moment for others. This applies to women too, as they're unable to make connections. Be there for her. Let her know you're willing to listen, and she'll recognize your value. Not only will this make you stand out, but also differentiate yourself from the pack. When 100 men are after her, yet none of them know her, it's you who will stand out. It's you she's recognized as a high-value man, who's not only worthy of recognizing her secrets, but a man deserving of her time. Men such as these are rare, and women know it. Be the kind of man that women can trust, and you'll never have to wait for one ever again, because they'll see you for the high-value man that you have worked to become. Learn more about your worth as a high-value man, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content just like this.